It looks like the New York Yankees are officially back from the dead. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Bad for Baseball, the baddest baseball podcast on the internet. I'm your host, Adam Peddle, joined alongside by Nicholas Playalog. If you are a regular here, you'll notice we're in a hotel room. We're doing some road ball traveling, which is pretty awesome for the boys, and it's been pretty awesome for the boys over there in New York because for a long time, without Aaron Judge, they looked pretty stingy, and they looked like they were losing momentum, and they were committing a lot of errors, and things weren't clicking. Aaron Judge is back. He's not the main reason why they're being so good right now. There's a lot of guys stepping up to the plate, pun intended, and they're really performing. And now they've launched themselves back to in first place in the AL wild card. So let's talk about those Yankees right now, Nick.
Yeah, they gave the bad juju to the Mets, and that's kind of neat because it's like clearly there was like some sort of cloud of crap that was going on, and the winds shifted and they moved it over from the Bronx over to the New York Mets because they are struggling right now, and all of a sudden the New York Yankees are quite literally all the way back. They are first in the wild card right now in the American League. They are 8-2 in their last 10. They have won 5 games in a row.
Yeah.
That run differential, it never actually looked bad. It's always looked very, very good. But now when you're winning, it's like, oh, there's that run differential. Things are looking nice for us. They're still a ways away from the division. They're 5 games back from the Toronto Blue Jays when it comes to the division. But they are right there in the wild card, and they are playing arguably their best brand of baseball since, the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I mean, what is New York Yankee baseball? We smash homers, and they've done it at a pretty good rate this year. They actually just set a record for hitting 9 home runs against the Rays. It's the second time they've done it this season, not against the Rays. Actually, it could be against the Rays. I don't know the first time, but they did it twice. 9 homers in a single game, and they're doing it with a lot of their guys. You had Judge hit a homer in that game, but you also had Giancarlo Stanton hit a homer in this game. I was actually dumbfounded when I looked up his baseball savant and baseball reference, and I saw the stats that he has, because reference didn't have it updated, and then I go to savant, and I saw, wait, this guy has a 1,000 OPS, and he's got, great, it's 148 at-bats, he was injured for half the year, but 1,000 OPS, it's the resurgence of 35-year-olds this year.
Well, let me tell you, Stanton, for me, was starting to look like the worst contract in all of baseball. And I was the only one that thought it, right? There were Yankee fans out there that were thinking to themselves, oh my gosh, how do we have this guy locked up at, the amount of money that we have him at for X many years following this, and they still have him for multiple years after this. And I'm talking about after it was after that 2023 year where the guy batted 191 with an OPS of 695. It really did feel like the wheels were falling off. And now, I mean, he's still dealing with the injuries, and it feels like he's never not going to be that guy. But at least for the Yankees, it's like you can convince yourselves that, well, when he is on the field, he's actually top tier, and he is launching us into another tier of offense, which is happening right now. And in the years prior, as you can see by the stats, like that just was not the case for Stanton. So the fact that he's doing this, as like you said, at age 35, that is huge for them.
Yankee fans, you got to let me know in the comments, like, what's the secret sauce here? What's changed for Giancarlo Stanton? Because I have no freaking clue. I don't know how he's doing it.
Maybe it really is just because we were talking with Max Scherzer recently, and he was saying it's like, hey, once I got my thumb back, I immediately became the pitcher I've always been, and that has been the case. It's like once he's been healthy, he's been lights out dominant. Maybe it's something similar to Stanton, where it's like in all these years prior, we don't know this because it's not being leaked, but he's dealing with something that's hindering him, holding him back. And maybe now, for the first time in a couple of years, he's actually finally fully healthy and his body feels good.
Yeah. Maybe he's, the reason why he's running so slow around the bases is because he's trying to stay healthy, guys.
He's preserving himself.
He's preserving himself for the moments, which actually kind of leads me to the next thing. Aaron Judge is still DHing for the Yankees right now. He's trying to get back in the right field. He feels like they're a few weeks away. And once he gets in the right field, Aaron Judge has come out and talked about how, like, he definitely just wants to preserve his arm. Like, he doesn't want to do anything too radical out there in right field, gunning people down. He's got to take it one step at a time. Aaron Judge, since coming back, has been decent, right? Like an 854 OPS. The batting average is low, 229, but everyone's still avoiding him. They're still walking him. He's still getting on base for the Yankees. That's a huge contributor right here. He's only had 2 home runs in the 11 games since coming back, which isn't like Aaron Judge style, but he's taking his time. He's being cautious. But the good thing for the Yankees is you don't really need Aaron Judge to be Aaron Judge right now. You just need him to get healthy, and all the other boys are picking him up.
Yeah, and I mean, the same argument that I just made about Stanton and Scherzer, I think that could be very true right now with Aaron Judge, right?
For sure.
Like, sure, he's on the field, but we don't know at, what caliber of health he's really at, right? I have a sneaky suspicion that the Yankees probably rushed this guy back.
Oh, yeah.
I would place money, honestly, on the fact that there is a couple things still wrong with Mr. Aaron Judge. So, yeah, what he's probably doing right now is not trying to rush himself, be there for his team, take his walks when he can, but ultimately, like, your goal right now, if you are Aaron Judge, is to get back to that 100% health, because when October rolls around, I mean, 850 OPS is great, but really, like, the Yankees live and die when you're over 1. When you are hitting a home run every other night because you are that guy. So I think right now it's like the Yankees and Aaron Judge, they have the benefit of a little bit of time because other guys are playing so well. And if you're Judge right now, you're already looking ahead at, okay, I got to be locked in come October.
Right, because the Yankees, they should be going to postseason baseball. If they're not, that's just something else went really wrong other than Aaron Judge. Speaking of those guys who's doing very well right now, Trent Grisham picking up where he left off in the beginning of the year. He's doing very well. Ben Rice has been an honest surprise. This is the last 15 days. He's almost got an OPS of 1,000. He's just one of those guys that, again, came through the system kind of quietly, came up as a necessity over there at first base a couple years ago, and then it's just quietly formed into an everyday player. Cody B is just being Cody B. This guy right here, Caballero's got a 1.228 OPS. I saw this like clickbait post on Twitter. It was like Volpe bench because Caballero started one game over him. Ever since then, Volpe's been back in the line. Volpe has been struggling, but this guy's been a nice surprise. But that's what I'm saying. Like, all these guys are contributing and making up for the slack, and that's why they're one of the best offenses right now in baseball.
Yeah, and ultimately the Yankees live and die when their guys are mashing home runs and getting on base and doing what they do, right? Like, they were one of, if not the top offense for a large part of the season when they were playing extremely well. Then the boys started to cool off. Yeah. Then Aaron Judge got hurt, and that's when the identity of this whole team was kind of like up in the air. It's like, what are we now? Yeah. It's like, can we rely on the pitching? And the answer really was no, because I mean, like, they weren't winning a whole lot of ball games.
That bullpen's still a problem, I will say right now.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, the Yankees are and always have been a team that mashes. So that is honestly what is going to dictate for me their success in the postseason. If that grouping that you just said there, 5-6 guys, if they can keep this up for the next 5-6 weeks of baseball, yeah, Yankees are going to be a serious threat come October. But if they cool off, if Aaron Judge cannot get back to that full 100% health, if Giancarlo Stanton happens to run into another injury, because God only knows that can happen at any given moment with that man, I mean, that is when I start to look elsewhere in the American League. But I have woken up once again, and I've realized that, okay, the Yankees, they're not going to just drift away like some people thought that they would or hoped that they would. Talking about myself here. They are still a serious threat in the American League, and when that lineup is cooking, it's one of the best in baseball.
Yeah, there was definitely concern, and I think Yankee fans would agree. There was absolutely concern in the middle of the season, but it's a long season. You're never as bad as you think you are, never as good as you think you are. Aaron Judge is back. People are good players. This is a talented ball team, and they're going to be fine. But the one question is that pitching staff going to hold up in the postseason? Because you look at the bullpen, it's still the 22nd ranked bullpen in baseball. They made some acquisitions, but they haven't looked good since coming over. But that's just something they've always had. They've always had that problem. They're going to have to figure that one out down the road. But they can feel a little bit confident when it comes to that pitching rotation. I wish I could throw this up here, but there's just a big Lexus ad just sitting over all of the starters. But you guys know the starters over there: Rodon, Heel. They've been good. One guy that we were kind of making poop jokes over was Cam Schlitter.
Yeah,
it's like splitter, but with a sh sound.
Okay, gotcha.
Schlitter. So Cam Schlitter, he's been phenomenal. They had Louis Heel break out just a year ago. Then you have Cam Schlitter right now, who is your third-ranked prospect, still qualifies as your prospect. He's only had 7 starts in the big leagues. And look at that, a 3.22 ERA. He faced the Blue Jays, and we were making poop jokes when we were going live for the game. And then he dominated us. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess you're for real, kid.
Respect to
respect.
Schlitter right there. Yeah, I mean, they are getting breakouts where they need them right now. If you're the Yankees, the bullpen's still an issue. But for me, their success in the postseason, it all comes down to that offense and how they're going to look. And ultimately, the pitching staff actually doesn't mean anything at all if you hit 9 home runs in a ball game, which they've done twice. Right now, that's going to be a lot harder against the Tarek Skubals and the various other individuals that you'll be up against. But it's clear that this Yankee offense is capable. And yeah, I mean, even cut that in half. If you're hitting 4 or 5 home runs,
you should win.
You should win, right? You should win that ball game. So if this offense is half as good come October as they've been recently, yeah, they're going to make some noise.
Well, what's your final prediction right now? Because you said, I believe they're 5 games back in the American League East.
I got too much bias on the Toronto Blue Jays to say that they're going to win the division. But I do think that the Yankees are going to be a wild card team. I don't know if they're going to finish top wild card because it's like the Seattle Mariners are right there, and I really like the Seattle Mariners.
Right.
I don't know. They're going to be a wild card team, and ultimately, it's starting. I think the American League is starting to form where it's like, okay, there's a reason and a kind of a concern, but then also a reason to fear every single playoff team that's in there right now. Whereas at the beginning of the year, we were kind of like, is anyone even good in the American League? No, there are good squads. We are learning who they are as the season develops. The New York Yankees are one of those good teams that honestly, come playoff time, if they're hot and some of the other squads are cold, like they could go all the way. Same with Boston. This American League playoffs is kind of open, but every single team has their reason to believe in them.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, I look over at the NL though, and there's beasts over there. We only have 2 teams in the American League that are over 70 wins. They've got 5, so they're they're an absolute beast.
There's better teams over there.
Way better,
of course.
But I'm bringing that up because it just goes to show like anybody can get hot at any moment in the American League and can take over the first in the division. Like I'm a Blue Jays fan. But if the Blue Jays, they've been playing good baseball lately, not great baseball. Yankees been playing great baseball. If Yankees play great baseball for the next month and Blue Jays play good baseball, well, there you go, Yankees. There's the division lead.
5 games, right?
That's 5 games right there.
5 games for sure.
Right. So, we never know what can happen in this American League. It's been a fun season so far, but you guys let us know in the comments down below. What do you think about these New York Yankees? Are they back? And do you believe in them to go on a deep postseason run?
Yeah, please make sure to hit that like, smash that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and we'll catch you next time.
Cheers.